Hey guys, it's Cindy Greenway here from VAFormula.com and HotSkillsVATraining.com, and I want to talk about something that is really common amongst the virtual assistant industry, primarily with VAs that are brand new to the profession, and that is the infamous menu. Now, when I'm talking about the menu, I'm talking about the menu of services. You know, the everything under the sun, from word processing to answering voicemail messages to basic admin, to booking appointments, to travel, to social media, to, all the kind of stuff that we try to make sure that people know that we can do. And when you think about it, the reason we do it is very valid. We want to make sure that people that come to our website really understand what we're capable of doing, all the value that we can bring, all the things that we can look after for them. But the truth of the matter is, you guys, when you have a huge list of services on your website, this huge menu, it's confusing for the business owner. So if they come to your website and they're thinking, I could really use some help, seeing all that stuff that you have on your website, from, again, the word processing to the basic admin to, help with social media, booking events, all that kind of stuff, it's very overwhelming to them. And you have to remember, business owners as a whole are not totally familiar with what we do. And because of that, we have to be very cautious on how much we give them. We want to be able to speak directly to the people that we want to work with based on what it is that they really struggle with and how they really could use some help. Some of those other things are just basics that, you do on an average day that are just part of the average job. They're not sort of specialized type of services that people are really looking for. I know business owners are not looking for word processing support when it comes to looking for a VA. They're not looking for someone to just return their messages. Those are just little bits of tasks that they need help with, but they're not looking specifically for a VA to help them with that. And they're also not always willing to pay great money for things like that. Those are considered the basic items. And so I want you guys to take a look at your website and the things that you're saying when you're talking to business owners and really start to focus on the things that you love to do, the things that they really need your help with, and the areas that you can provide most value. So if you have a website right now that has everything under the sun, you've got 30 different things on there that you can do for business owners, that's great. But I want you to take a moment and take a look at that list and do a bit of an exercise, right? So what I would do is take a look at that list and scratch off the things that you don't enjoy doing. Let's start there. So the stuff that you really don't like to do, let's scratch them off. Okay. Now, I want you to think about your target market and the people that you really want to work with. I want you to circle those things that they really need. And I want you to think about the things that they really see value in, that they can't do themselves, that they need someone with your expertise, with your background, your training, your education to come on board and do. Okay? And then I want you to think about, what are they willing to pay for? What are the things that they are willing to invest in you for? Word processing, responding to voicemail messages, Excel spreadsheets, those aren't things that they're willing to invest in. Even PowerPoint presentations, that's just kind of part of the norm. And so really think about, what is it do they need? And you're not going to know that unless you have a target market. So first step is to have a target market. That's a whole other video. But when it comes to really identifying what is it that they need, you want to start small. Just because you have a handful of items on your website or that you're speaking to people about that you offer does not mean that you are limited in the amount of support that you can provide. What it means is that you've chosen to focus, remember, focus in a specific area to help your clients. So you're specializing to a degree. Some areas that we specialize in the VA world, it's so diverse. Social media is a huge one, right? The thing that I found with social media is that there's a lot of people that love social media. There's a lot of people that dive into social media, but there's a lot fewer people that are really good and really know what they're doing when it comes to social media, keeping right on top of trends and so on. But it is a hot area to specialize in. E-commerce is another hot area. There's business owners out there online that need help with their shopping carts, need help implementing their products and getting those things out there with broadcasts and autoresponders, all that kind of stuff. There's affiliate management, affiliate and joint venture management. That's another area that people really need help with. There's WordPress design and maintenance. There's just a handful of areas, you guys. There's online business management. There's just so many different ways that you can help your clients, and you can do what you really love to do be paid really well to do it, and attract the people that are the key clients that you want to work with in that area of specialty. So if you have a huge menu of services, I want you to completely kibosh it and just get rid of it. And think about, what is it that you love to do? What is it that your target market really needs from you? What are they really challenged with? And what are they willing to pay for? And if you can slim that down, it gives you that focus. Again, focus is so important in our business. It's an area that we really, really, have a hard time with. So it brings you focus on what it is that you're going to offer. It makes it easier for you to share with people. This is what I specialize in doing. So instead of saying, oh, well, I provide all kinds of administrative support to business owners, you can say, I specialize in providing affiliate and joint venture support to business owners. They're like, oh, I need one of those. I need you. You talk a little bit more. That's just the beginning part. But, it almost helps boost your confidence as well, that that this is the area you're really going to be focused on. And you could be doing other stuff as well. That's not to say that you're not going to be maybe doing some word processing, or doing some Excel spreadsheets, or doing PowerPoint presentations and that kind of thing. But that's just part of the role. Maybe you get some help in those areas. But those things are sort of the basics that are part of a bigger thing. And when it comes to what you want to deliver and what you want to showcase to people, you want to be focusing on those bigger things that are specialty areas that business owners want to pay for and need your help with. Okay, so just some food for thought when it comes to your menu. Remember, too much, it's overwhelming. Think of when you go to a restaurant and there's just pages and pages of different options for you. Different salads, different main courses, different steaks, different chicken. It's like, what do you pick to eat? It's overwhelming. The same thing kind of happens when a business owner comes to your website and sees this huge list of things that you can do, right? So take a look at your menu of services, break out the things that you don't like doing, really focus on the things you really like doing that your target market needs you to focus on, and start to specialize in that area. Become the go-to person in that area. You can charge more higher rates. You start to work with people that you really want to work with. Every day you do the things that you love to do. It's well worth it. All right, guys, so signing out for now, Cindy Greenway from the VAFormula.com, HotSkillsVATraining.com. We'll talk to you soon.